Hi, welcome to episode 7 of My Life in Boxes. My name is Jonay Shady. I took some time off camera to rearrange some boxes here in the storage area. I remember showing you in the last episode some empty space, and what I've done is I've put here 4 to 6 boxes that will be the next set of boxes that I will explore. This first one here says Charles Shaw wine, but there's no Charles Shaw wine in here, and it's from 2000, the year 2000, at least the box is, and it says Disney figures. I know exactly what's in this box, but I will open it up just to show you. I'm not going to keep the figurines in here. I know they might be collector's items, so I will give them away to someone who can appreciate them, or I will donate them, or see if they have any value on eBay. So as you can see, it's pretty tightly wrapped up here, and they are the inexpensive Disney figurines. They're not, isn't this cute? Piglet. They're not porcelain or anything. I was collecting them starting as a child. Here's Winnie the Pooh, and here is, looks like, I'm not sure, probably from Beauty and the Beast. Anyway, I'm not going to keep them. They do bring me joy, but I don't have room for them, and I don't have children or grandchildren to pass them on to. So I'm hoping somebody might want them. And if you see something that I open up that interests you, please contact me, and I will see how we might be able to get these items to you. This box says Shirley Panda Slippers. Well, I can tell you I don't have the panda slippers in here because I believe I gave those away. So these are Shirley Temple dolls, and when I was growing up, I watched the Shirley Temple movies, and I'm sure that that was one of the reasons that I was inspired to be an actress. She was so adorable to me, and I loved watching her dance and sing, and I've watched all her movies, and so I did buy these collector's dolls. But again, they're not in my home. They've been in this box for quite some time. I think more than 20 years. So I will probably also not keep these. This says Jonay Books. However, it is not. This is the dress my mother made to wear to my sister's wedding. And again, I don't know. Do I keep these? Do I get rid of them? I really don't know. I may ask my niece if she might be interested in it, but I don't really know the answer to that. Aha! Now these I've actually been looking for. Here's a little bolero hat. I'm not going to keep this hat. Probably was my brother's. Might have been my mother's for costume purposes, but I'm not going to keep the hat. It doesn't even fit me. So it probably was my brother's. Wow, this is a box of shoes, and I've actually been looking for them, but probably they are too hard to wear. These are my tap shoes. Yeah, this is a box of dance shoes. So these are my mother's shoes. Leather cracks, right? But I don't know, these are in pretty good shape. Maybe a vintage store, probably Goodwill. These were my mother's shoes. Oh my God, Barney would love these shoes, but she's a size 4. My mother was a size 4, so no one can really wear these shoes. I certainly can't. Another tie, not a tie for the neck, but just a tie or whatever. So this will be given away. Everything in here will be donated. Now I would like to pull out some of the boxes that are over here. This one says sconces. I think we talked about this earlier. I believe that this box simply has 2 sconces for a dining room or a living room. Let's see. Yes, sconces. There's some glass in here somewhere, even in here, I don't know. But I'm not going to be keeping these. These will be donated to Goodwill. And I have some shoes, vintage shoes that belong to my mother. I will not be keeping these. I will not be keeping these. They will go says Journey Video and Notes, and when I open up, it's a bunch of VHS tapes when we used to tape things on the television. So I don't know if these were mine. They probably were. Actually, I don't recognize the handwriting. I don't know whose they are. Maybe this is my mother's handwriting. Cain and Abel, Part 2. If Tomorrow Comes. I don't know why I have these. I will be tossing these. They're all, the entire box is VHS recordings from television shows. Oh my God. So there is something heavy here. What is this? Okay, I'm definitely not keeping these. Oh my God. Why do I have these keys? Please, somebody put in the comments why I have these keys. It's very heavy. Maybe they take them at recycling for the metal. Maybe that's why I kept them, but they're in this box, which is ridiculous. Oh my God. Oh. I have a feeling these might be some plays that someone else gave me. The Western Shores of Turkey. No, thank you. Hot Toddy. Oh. Laughing Till It Hurts. The Complete Life and Career of Carol Burnett, and it is signed by the author. I will probably read this. I've read two of her, except there's tape on the back. Aw. I've read two of her her biographies. I read her memoirs, and I read a biography. And she used to live right down the street here on Yucca. So it was very interesting when I read her biography because she talked about places around here, such as the Broadway and the streetcar and where she went to work. So she's another one of my major influences. I used to watch the Carol Burnett show regularly. I went to see it live. I loved her. I still love her. And she's one of the great comedians of our times, right? And Shirley Temple. So there are a few books in here that I'll keep, but most of this box is going to be donated. Pandas? I think it says Pandas Collectors. It says Living Room Panda Plates. I know what these are. I believe that these are the collector's plates that I used to have hanging here in my condo before I was married. And I packed them up, and I never took them out, I don't think. I think they just stayed in this box. And, you know, Marie Kondo says if it brings you joy, you should keep it. You know, she says if you haven't worn something for over a year, you should toss it. And I know that that's a very hard concept to grasp. Hasn't been easy for me. I don't think I'm going to keep these plates. I don't want to hang them up on my wall. But let's see what's in here, and let's see why I have them. Well, looks like I have the things to hang them. Never opened them. So that may mean that some of them did not get hung, or I bought too many. Okay, these are Norman Rockwell collector's plates. And yes, I did used to be a big fan of Norman Rockwell. I think earlier I showed you some first day covers. I did come across some first day covers there over in the pile. And I also had a bowl, I believe, for Norman Rockwell. A Norman Rockwell like porcelain bowl or something. This is also Norman Rockwell, sitting pretty. But I actually like this plate. I don't know, maybe I'll keep one of them. It's possible I could go through them and I might find one that I like, but I'm pretty sure that I will not keep all of these plates. I don't have a space to hang them on my wall, and I don't wish to accumulate them. Okay, so it looks like I got a series of these sitting pretty plates, A Young Girl's Dream. First collector's plate series selected and approved by Norman Rockwell Family Trust. 1985. And here's a panda plate. I love pandas. I went to Washington, D.C. with my mother when I was in college, and we had a wonderful trip. And we saw the pandas in Washington, D.C., and ever since then, I was just enamored with these animals. I do remember buying these plates, and I did have these on my shelf for many, many years, and they brought me a lot of joy. But I am no longer going to keep these plates. This is something that will go in the donations pile. This brings us to the end of episode 7. My name is Joan A. Shady, My Life in Boxes. Thank you so much for watching.